welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today we're going to be going over some practice problems for the FIAB. You were given one of these in class, so follow along with the video and hopefully you understand these problems and are ready to go for tomorrow on the test. Okay, so the first one. We are given an equation and we're also given the value of x. They want us to solve for m. So the first thing we have to do is we have to substitute 4/3 for x. So what we're going to do here is, instead of x, we're going to replace it. We're going to do substitution, and we're going to have 4/3 plus 3m equals 8/3. So all I did was replace the x with 4/3. Now, they want us to solve for m. What that means is we have to get everything to the other side of the equation. We want to isolate m. So the first step is to subtract 4/3 from both sides. So we subtract 4/3 here, we subtract 4/3 there, this goes away, so we're left with 3m equals 8/3 minus 4/3. Now, we have to know some rules of fractions here. 8 minus 4 gives us 4, 3 and 3 stays the same, we have a common denominator, so we get 4/3. We're not done yet. We want to solve for m, so we have to get rid of this 3. So how are we going to eliminate this 3? So we already know that we have to divide both sides by 3. Now, in class I told you that dividing by 3 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/3. Multiplying by 1/3. So these go away. 4/3 times 1/3 gives us 4 times 1 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. So m equals 4/9. Moving on to number 2. Solve the given equation for x. So we want to move everything away from x. This 8, we don't want it there. Since this is a positive 8, we're going to have to subtract 8 from both sides. So we get x equals c minus 8. So x equals c minus 8. Okay, now number 3. For number 3, this is a multi-step equation. The first step is multiplying. We have to distribute the -2 to 3x and to 1. So let's go ahead and do that first. Everything else stays the same. So -2 times 3 gives me -6x. -2 times 1 gives me a -2. Everything else stays the same. We're just going to drop them. So the 4x drops and the equal 7 drops. Now, what I like to do is draw a line. We want to combine like terms. On the left side, can we combine anything? Yes, we can. We can combine this 4x with this -6x. This right here gives me -2x. And again, we're going to bring down whatever we didn't use. We continue. Now we have to move things across the equal sign, or across the line. So we want to solve for x, so we have to move the -2 away. We got to get rid of it. What's the opposite or the inverse of -2? +2. 7 plus 2 is 9. -2x. We're almost there. Final step is to divide by a -2. X equals -9/2. Moving on to number 4. Again, we have to make sure that we distribute first. That's the first step. Distribute the +4 to these two terms. So 4 times 3x is 12x. 4 times -1 is -4. Everything else we bring down. This is a positive 12x, so we're going to put a plus. Okay, again, let's draw our line. We're going to see what we can combine on each side. This side, we can't combine them. They're not like terms. This is just a number, and this has a variable. We can't combine. On this side, though, we can combine 12x with -9x. This gives me 3x. We also notice that we can combine 8 with -4. This right here is going to give me 4. This was a positive 3x, so we're going to put a plus. 8 minus 4 is 4. Everything else, bring it down. Okay, now we have to put all the variables on one side and move all the numbers to the other. So, this 3x, we can either put it over here with the 2x, or we can bring the 2x to this side. Since I want to keep positive, I want the x's to be positive, I'm going to move this 2x to this side. So we're going to do minus 2x, minus 2x. This gives me 1x. Everything else we drop. Now this 4, move it over. Minus 4, minus 4. 3, take away 4, or 3 minus 4 is negative 1. This is 1x, which is just x. So my answer is x equals negative 1. Okay, on number 5, again, we're going to solve the equation for x. But we notice that we have variables. Don't freak out. These variables are just as if we had numbers, so we're going to do the same rules. Now, in class, I told you that whenever we have this fraction, it implies division. So if we have x is divided by b is equal to 20, what is the inverse of division? Multiplication. So we're going to have to multiply both sides by this term. So we're going to multiply this side by b and multiply this side by b. These go away, so now we're left with negative x equals 20 times b, which is just 20b. We're almost done. We still have this negative though. Now there's a little shortcut. If we want to get rid of this negative, we can just take it away and put it on this side. So my answer would be x equals negative 20b. Okay, number 6. Again, solve for x. First thing we want to move is the minus b. How do we move a minus b? We have to add it to both sides. So plus b here, plus b here. So we get 3x equals 12 plus b. We're almost done, but we have this 3 here that we need to eliminate. Divide both sides by 3. X equals. Now, you have to remember that when we have this type of situation, we're dividing 3 from each one of these parts. So it's 12 divided by 3 plus b divided by 3. 12 divided by 3, we know that's 4. So this is the same thing as having x equals 4 plus, we can't simplify them. So we're just going to leave it as 4 plus b over 3. Okay. 7 and 8 are very similar to 1 and 2. So if you want to go ahead and try these, based on those first 2 examples, you can do that and then watch the video for the answer. So let's go ahead and start. Again, x is equals to 7/5, so we're going to replace it. We're going to substitute it. So let's substitute this value. We get 7/5 plus 5m equals 11/5. Okay, first step, this 7/5, we have to move it to the other side. We have to subtract it. Since this is a positive, we have to do minus 7/5. Minus 7/5. So we have a 5m equals 11/5 minus 7/5. Again, 11 minus 7 is 4. 5 is the common denominator, we leave it. Final step, divide by 5. Dividing by 5 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/5. 4 times 1 equals 4. 5 times 5 is 25. So m equals 4 over 25. Okay, so for number 8, again, it's very similar to one that we already did. We want to solve for x. So what we have to do is move the 3 to the other side. How do we do that? Well, if it's a positive 3, we have to do a negative 3 or minus 3 on both sides. So x equals c minus 3. Number 9. Again, we already did something similar. We have to eliminate this b. You have to multiply both sides by b. So we get a negative x equals 15b. We're almost done. This negative, we don't want them there. How do we eliminate that negative? You could simply just take it away from here and put it on this side. Now if you're asking yourself, why does that work? Well, this is why this works. negative x equals 15b is the same thing as having a negative 1x. Now, we divide both sides by negative 1. X equals 15 divided by negative 1 is negative 15b. So you get the same thing. So the answer for number 9 is x equals negative 15b. Last question. We're solving for x again. So the first step is to move the b over. Plus b. Plus b. So we have a 5x equals 15 plus b. Now, next step is to eliminate the 5. So we're going to divide both sides by 5. Now remember, you're dividing each one of these by 5. That's what this means. So if it helps you remember, you can do this. 15 divided by 5 is 3. B divided by 5, we can't simplify it, so we just leave it as b over 5. So my final answer is x equals 3 plus b over 5. So let's rewrite it. X equals 3 plus b over 5. These are all the review problems for the FIAB. Again, if you have questions, you can always bring them to class and ask me, or you can rewind the video and watch it again. Hopefully it was helpful. Thank you for watching.